Hey guys, it's Sakura's Review, and today I'll be finally doing a video on Koharu because I've been waiting ever since she released. I've been waiting for her her full wiki since we only got a bit and few informations about her, and now she finally has a wiki page, which I check on it constantly, maybe every single day. When she released, I was like, is she gonna have a wiki? Because usually when characters have a wiki, for their live education, for some characters it takes maybe a few hours or 1 month and they'll have a wiki. But for this time she took a really long time to get the wiki out, since she's the newest character in the game. Usually newest characters, because I remember the newest character that came out and I found their wikis immediately when they came out, so hers took a really long time. So let's get to it. So her name is Koharu, and first appearance, their life vacation, and all that. Place of birth, Japan, nationality Japanese. Date of birth, December 22nd. She's a December baby. Oh, her birthday's coming soon. Ooh, maybe that's why they were rushing her to because they're gonna have a birthday outfit for her. Oh, that actually makes sense now, because every their life education character has a birthday PV and has an outfit for them. So she has an outfit, so she's 18, so she's gonna be 19 this year. And species human, female, height 155 centimeters, measurements purple eyes. Wait, she has purple eyes? Oh dang, maybe she does have purple eyes. I thought they were dark brown eyes, but she has purple eyes. Purple eyes and black hair. Oh, I did not know that detail, that she had purple eyes. That's interesting. Look, let me see closely. It's so blurry that I can't see it, but I'm pretty sure she does have purple eyes, since the wiki says. Because for me, I thought she just had brown dark normal eyes. I was just wondering that. I was just oh, she just has purple eyes. Well, no, dark brown eyes. But she has purple eyes, which is very interesting. I might just have to look at her characters very closely, because I didn't look at it closely. So Koharu is a young woman, appeared in the February 2nd, 2021 update for their identification in DMM and Japanese Steam version. Biography. She was the daughter of a couple who owned a hot spring inn. In a large part of this, she aspired to become a landlady of her own inn. While growing up, during her breaks, she often went to the relaxation room and read various books inside, which contribute massively to her later love of classical Japanese literature. She eventually went to Venus Island to work at a hotel. While trying to get her luggage to the hotel, she stumbled and fell on Owner. After Owner decided to have her be a participant in the Venus Festival appearance. Koharu has pale skin, black hair, and the side ponytail held by pink strings and gold jingles bell. Purple eyes. She is not busty as the other girls, but still possesses an ample chest. Her main attire is slightly revealing kimono, similar to an overall appearance to a stylish blossom outfit, albeit with a yellow mix. Her belt buckles a stylized owl on it, although nowhere as short as Maria Rose or Kana. She is nevertheless one of the smallest girls on the island. Oh, she's very short. So she's shorter than Maria Rose and Kana. Oh wow. That set the records for the shortest character in the game. Dang. Personality. Owing to her desired career choice, Koharu was shown to be meek and dutiful and submissive. She utilizes the respectful term to the owner, and a lesser degree to Venus entirely, referring to the latter party by suffix sama, until Li Feng told her such wasn't necessary. Similar to Maria Rose and Patty in Japanese version, she at times refers to herself in third person, although not nearly the same to the extent. Etymology. Koharu is a Japanese feminine name. It can be mean in several things depending on kanji involved, but generally translate to small, hard, spring, or summer. And let's get here to the relationship. So he told me. Koharu met Hitomi as well, leaving in person shortly after the latter party. Did 3 laps around the island, however, she already knew their names and faces by the time having studied up on them, sitting at the being important skill set for acting as a landlady of the inn someday. Hitomi also related somewhat towards her desires to train in innkeeping due to her constantly training her karate skills even during vacation. She also offered to have a Koharu train alongside her, although she refused, mostly because of her job didn't allow her for that kind of training. She wanted to watch some amusement. Hitomi and Li Feng get into an argument over cooking. Yeah, glad to gain some older sisters. Aww, that's so cute. I actually want to see Hitomi and Li Feng interact whenever I get a computer to play this game soon. Li Feng. Koharu met Li Feng as well as Hitomi in person shortly after the latter party. They flew laps around the island. However, she already knew their names and faces by the time having studied up on them, sinning at being an important skill set for acting as a landlady of inn someday. Li Feng also told her not to be so formal with her fellow Venuses when she entailed addressing with them, with Sama. With her taking Li Feng's advice to heart, Li Feng also offered to teach Koharu how to prepare a Chinese dishes, with Koharu agreeing, mostly because in the hot spring and that her family owned, also getting foreigner customers and thus knowledging of foreigners as well as Japanese cuisine will ultimately be necessary in the near future. She also watched some amusement with Li Feng and Hitomi argument after the latter implied that Li Feng tended to be too much spice as well as express gladness to gaining older sisters. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I really hope they have like an art, because there was like an art piece with them. There's like art with Misaki, Fiona, and Nasagi, and they have with Maria Rose, Nutengu, and Maria Rose, and they have like all of them together, and I hope they have that for like Li Feng, Hitomi, and Koharu. That'd be so adorable. I would like to see that. Misaki apparently met Koharu in the first day of her arrival, even provided pointers to her regarding working with owner based on statements made by Koharu. In one of her debut episodes, Misaki largely related to her due to her also working part-time for owner as his supporters. Tamaki met Koharu by accident after Misaki and Koharu were forced to break into her room due to her sleeping past noon due to the latter needing to clean it. It was implied that the sweater's about swimsuit and Tamaki is wearing glasses that she was pulling an all-night research a new swimsuit design. Tamaki also implied that she found Koharu's cute, which disturbed Koharu slightly when cleaning the room. Koharu also was shocked that the more adult nature of Tamaki's swimsuit design, with her refusing when Tamaki offered to give her one design before hurtling, leaving under the pretense of finding a sheet and replacing the beds with it. Yeah, Tamaki can be like that. At least she didn't grab her boobs, though. She just like, oh, you're cute. And that's probably it. And she probably just felt it and just ran away. Elisa, alongside with Nanami, met Koharu after the latter invited the two and several other girls over for the Japanese tea and snacks, with Elisa in particular being motivated to learn more about the Japanese culture. Elisa is particularly impressed with Koharu's manner even beyond her job. She is also deduced some elements of what snacks were meant for, namely raising blood sugar enough to endure the hot springs due to the heat from the springs making people sick otherwise. Nanami alongside Elisa met Koharu after the latter invited two and several other girls over for Japanese tea and snacks, with Nanami being surprised at Koharu being the same age as her. When learning Koharu's past, being the daughter of an innkeeper, particularly historically a hot spring inn, Nanami also pondered whether she actually stayed at that in the past. Ooh. So she knows possibly she went to the end without seeing Koharu there, maybe? Or when she was on her day off. Because Masaki was probably there too, so that's interesting. Maybe they'll get to know each other soon. Or Nanami just remembers about it and asks Misaki. Nisaki. Koharu stumbled upon Nisaki and Lubidia while shopping for meals. As the two were trying to find a particular novel, Nisaki largely recognized her due to heard of her elsewhere. They made small talks about literature genres, with Nagi-san learning that Koharu especially likes classical Japanese literature, recognizing the genre as including Manyushu and the Pillow Book. Nisaki eventually explained that Koharu asked why they were looking for a particular book, that she needed to source and material for a new acting gig, sitting for her job as a stage actress. Wait, did I know she would want to be an actress? I think I need to look at her Nisaki's, unless has been updated about her job wanting to be an actress. That's interesting. Lubidia. Koharu stumbled upon Nisaki and Lubidia while shopping for meals, as the two were trying to find a particular novel. They made small talk about literature, and Lubidia relating to Koharu's love for Japanese classical literature, since she was fond of classical literature as well, a bit of more Western origin, such as Lilida. When asking why we're looking for a particular book, Lubidia says she had her own secret reasons for wanting to read it. Interesting. Fiona, alongside Ayane, met Koharu in order to thank her for opening up the Osan, with Fiona in particular really enjoying the experience due to having never experienced them for herself. She also hopes that three would engage in the naked talk at the Osan naked talk. However, since Koharu herself was working an entire time with the Osan were open, she settled for a pajama party instead, due to Koharu mentioning that particular tended to talk until morning. With Koharu being especially eager to try it out, Fiona also inquired about Koharu's love of Japanese literature, having to learn that via her friend Lubidia earlier. Upon learning about Koharu's favorite story, Tales of Genji, she was very fond of the story entailed. She then admitted that she still liked to participate in an osen with Koharu. Ayane alongside Fiona met Koharu in order to thank her for opening up the osan. Ayane remarked it wasn't bad, admitted that although having the experience in the area than Fiona, she didn't generally participate in them. After learning that Koharu was working at the same time that Osan was open, she asked her if there was another means to interact besides Ayane recently participated in the pajama party afterwards. She also learned that Koharu's love of Japanese literature and admitted to the tales of Genji, as long aside she wasn't familiar with many books in that genre. With Ayane giving more critical commentary about Koharu, explained what the story was about. Dang, she has a long one. She hasn't met Patty, Kasumi, or the others yet, so maybe she'll learn or meet the others soon. Trivia. She is the third character and uses the sama for owner after Fiona and Lubidia of the three. She is also the only one to be Japanese and not high class, as Fiona was explicitly a princess, while Lubidia was mentioned to be from an ossuary. She also uses an hingari from similar to Lubidia. Owing to her Japanese classical literature, her volleyball challenger chibi icon, despite her reading a book as well as one of her gravel reading a book, the book Beach Side Lovers implies that she is also fond with romance genres, which is further supported by Koharu's replying to the plot of Tales of Genji during small talk with Lubidia and Nagisa. Although her nationality is not supplied due to our bio for various girls lacking in nationality section, she is meant to be Japanese due to her Hungarian spelling of her name. Also, her backstory of the daughter of an innkeeping couple for a Japanese hot spring and her love of Japanese literature. Koharu is so far the only girl to have lived and voiced a segment during the anniversary while still remaining behind the paywall. She is the 5th character to hold an explicit job on Venus Island besides participating in festivals after Misaki, who acts as part-time supporter for owner, Tamaki, who designs various wardrobes for the events, Monica, who runs the local casino, and Elisa, who manages the owners to keep him in his schedule. In Koharu's case, she acts as a trading landlady for the island's hotel. She is also the 3rd character debut in a new and the latest returning gameplay element after Luna, who inclusively brought in the jungle from the past games, and Monica, who brought the casino. And she brought the Osan, which acted as a replacement for the training menu due to complaints about how the ladder mode deemed useless. Oh, that actually makes sense. Yeah, that actually makes sense. And that seemed to be it. And that's all the things that she has in there, and hoping she has more interaction. I'm pretty sure she would have more interaction with characters, and it's gonna be very, very exciting. Wait, did I see this one? I don't think I see this one, the career. Okay, let's do this one first. So, career information, study, student, and young landlady. Personal information, hobbies, cleaning, Japanese classical literature, table tennis, favorite foods and drinks, calamari, rice cake, and fruit milk. Favorite color, bright yellow. Tropical, zodiac sign, Capricorn. Birth sign, lapis, and birth flower, cattle lilies. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, I've never seen a character that has like personal information about birthstone, tropical signs, or birth flower, which is very interesting. Unless they just added that in for her, or they did that for other characters too, which would be a very interesting if I just check every single one of them. I'm pretty sure they may have it, although I might just have to check. So, yeah, that's all her wiki, and if you want to look at it, I'll put it in the description of her wiki as always. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe videos like these, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye,